back and happy new year, everyone. Good to see you all. Good to see you. Good to see you, Leroy, Raymond, everybody on social media, Facebook. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to 2024. Isn't that awesome? New year. I'm so happy got rid of we had a nice rally in 2023, but you know what? If you enjoyed it, you didn't, no problem. I'm going to start all over again. But it's just good to see you all. Hope everyone had a great weekend. And right in a new year. Now we're going to start a brand new slate, and hopefully we're going to make it make it a successful year like we always try to do it. So anyway, a lot of good stuff that happened on on the Friday. We had a couple of stocks that took some nice little crashes. We're going to check out some of the crypto stocks like Coinbase, all them great shorts on them. But we're getting a nice rally right now on this LBPH. Now, I was looking over here, looking at some orders over here. Hold on, I got to fix something over here, actually. Changes to 500. Got to always, there we go. So we got a lot of decent orders that keep pushing the stock up right here on this LBPH. We're going to check it out. We're going to look at a level 3 and level 4, but you could see it. Nice little run at 8 o'clock in the morning. Pharmaceutical stock, you could see it went from $6 up to $18. Stock's up 148%. Stock came back down, built some big consolidation here around 1290, and boom, look, it just went up. Now, we'll talk a little bit more about it, the price levels, the movement, all that stuff. But let's talk about what happened on Friday first. So there were a couple of stocks that made some really nice moves. Now, this is what I was expecting going into a Friday afternoon. We had a nice little rally in this FLJ. You could see here around 115, it started building up some nice momentum. Once it broke the 9 o'clock resistance levels right around the $180, thing made a really nice run up to 230. Nice level 1 stock, nice mover, everything we're looking for. This stock obviously took a very big hit. I'm a big fan of stocks that get hammered. $15 stock went down to $1. That one worked out pretty well. Another one, which was probably the best one for Friday that we had, was this SNTG. Now you could see this one also came a little late, started a little bit late. Then we got around 10 o'clock. It finally broke this pre-market resistance levels right around here. Let me blow this up a little bit bigger for you guys could see it. So we broke this resistance levels right here. Let me hide this for you. And once we busted that, you could see that high was at 250, 259. Boom, thing just took off like a rocket and went from $2.50, $3, all the way to a whopping $8 a trade. Now, listen, if you come in here every day, and I spoke to some of you, a lot of you here, and you just listen. So I always ask everyone the same question. When was the last time you were in a stock that was up 100%? Okay. This stock wasn't up 100%. The stock was up 300%, 400%. We find them every day. So that's what's beautiful about it. You come here every morning on social media to watch us, and also doing one of our trials. Because if you never experienced it, you just haven't looked at the right place, or you haven't been trained by the right person. And like we always say, if you're watching on social media, make sure that you give a thumbs up on it, ring that bell, and subscribe to our channel, okay? Because this is what you get when you're part of CTU, and been doing it for 30 years. It's just, it's just amazing when you see things like this. And you know what? You're going to miss a lot of them, but if you miss 90% of them, you get that 10%, at least it's better than what you got right now. But let's talk about some of the good shorts that we had. So we've been running these stocks for a while. Coin has been doing amazing. Mara's been doing amazing, but they took very, very big hits. The big short was really nice, was Mara. Mara just eventually started coming down great. $29 stock. It went all the way down up until 1 o'clock. But right around here, around to 11, came down to $24. That is a big, big, beautiful short. So listen, if you think shorting is dangerous, options is about 5 times more dangerous than this. It's the same concept. We make a lot of money on shorts, and this is what basically we have. Now they're up today. Okay, I don't know if it's still, is it still up? Yeah, it is. Bitcoin is up $2,200 right now. So I know this might have a little something to do with it, but if you heard what I said on Friday, I feel that a lot of this is happening. Must have been a lot of profit taking going on. Remember, these stocks had some big rallies. We were trading in November. I mean, this was at 9. This up almost 200% on a swing trade, not even a day trade. Coinbase, we've all done well with that one. Started around $80. Stock ran to 180. I mean, there have been some really, really nice moves on it. Which the only weird thing about these two stocks right now, Coin and whatever, is that Coin did gap up pretty big, but still coming back down. It's still up a lot. remember I'm really looking forward to the news announcements that's going to be coming up regarding the Bitcoin ETF, and that's going to be coming up probably, I think it's next week actually. Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. Now let's go hop over and let's find out what's moving this morning. Let me change my screen layout and start and get into so you can watch level 3 and put this over here. All right. So we got this. So let's go hop over really quick on LBPH. So LBPH, the big one runner up right now, big mover. The problem with LBPH, and if you're a student of Cybertrade University and you took the class last week, the phase 1, the most important thing, 50%, and I'll keep repeating this over and over and over again, half of you will fail in trading because you're trading stocks that are not tradable. It's too fast for you, whatever it is. So you got to make sure you watch that video over and over again. And remember, when we train you, when you do coaching with you, we look at your journals. We kind of always analyze what level you at. Are you ready to trade stocks? So this one, don't misconstrue it and think, oh, it's a $15 stock, I can afford it. It is a category 3 or higher. Okay, you can look at the tier size, look at the spread. So students, traders out there, if you're not in a category 3, stay away from it. If you're new here at CTU, you should not be looking at it at all. But if you do want to learn, if you subscribe to the channel, you can always come and join us and see how we will trade it. But because you know what? It's only going to get a lot more volatile when the market opens up. Remember, I think like 80% of the people, 90% of the people can't even trade these stocks in pre-market. We can because we have the right system, the right brokerage firm. And that's why it's important that you know that, because a lot of people wish they could have jumped on some of these stocks in pre-market, don't know how to get in and out of them. That's part of what you learn at Cybertrade University. Anyway, that one's on the watch list. What I would be a little concerned about, there's a couple iceberg orders here at 16. You can see one right there, right around 1200. And I'm getting, this basically doesn't sound like a lot. That's how I know the stock is not tradable as much as some of you can and can't do it. But it is going on my watch list for some of you or more of my advanced traders. Something a little bit more controllable, something a little bit more less expensive, not moving, too crazy. SNGX. Now this one right here, it's got some nice price levels, but it kind of like flattened out. It went from like 80 cents down to $1.10. It's holding there. It's got a good spread, everything else, but it's not going to be a fast mover. It's not terrible, but it is up 34%. This one's going on our watch list. Now, remember, it's the day after one of the biggest holidays of the year, New Year's. I just dropped off my son at school this morning, and I mean, there wasn't that many cars in the parking lot. People are still away. So even though the market is down 200 points right now, there's not going to probably be that much going on. I hate, you know me, I hate holidays because it's technically a 4 days, and we're not going to get hump day until probably Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So that's what we got to look at. Now let's go down the list, see what else we got going on. This one's up about 2 million. Trend doesn't look like it's doing too much right there. I scratched that one out. VYGR, this stock is up by 24%, 1.5 million shares, another pharmaceutical stock, not really doing too much. There's a pretty big ass iceberg order right now at 1120. Let me bring it up over here and show you on my other one, VYGR. So 1120, see 4,000. Okay, on level 4, I'm seeing 14,000. Okay, so I'll just bring that over here. You can see it really quick. See that big red line right there, 14,000. Because remember, you got to understand that there are other ECNs out there. There are other exchanges. Could be on this right now. We're just looking at NASDAQ. It could be on a New York. It could be on the CBOE. It could be on EDGX. But there are other orders out there. That's why we kind of work with 2 systems to kind of see it. But NASDAQ obviously helps out a lot. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, if you ever want to know how to get the NASDAQ Bookviewer, I know students here in Cyber Group already know, just send me an email. I'll be happy to give you the, just subscribe to the channel. That's all you gotta do, subscribe to the channel, or just send me a quick little email out there, okay? All right, so what else we got going on? All right, we're already at number 5, 18%, not really a big trend. This one, not a really good trend. It's been a good swing trade, but not really moving that much. Not a lot of, big movements. We're getting a little bit of a bounce on Mara. All right, I'll throw Mara on there. So we had the alert that went off this morning. We had a couple of stocks, a couple of minor stocks were moving too on the crypto side too. Remember, I don't get nervous if you're new here, like, oh, I don't know about these. I don't trade them. listen, they're stock. You're not trading a Bitcoin. Everyone could trade them. There's so many of them out there, but they're also moving. We did like Wolf is a minor, HIVE is a minor. You know, they're up 11%. They've been up pretty big, but maybe there could be some profit taking going on. We'll see how they end up closing up a little bit. But we did post that in the pre-market at 9 a.m. And like I told you, if you logged in early, you could see it on the top left-hand corner. But I'm not really seeing that much right now looking over here. Now, looking at the losers, what's going on, you got this stock that took a little bit of a big hit right here, AVXL. The stock had a great run-up from 5 to 10, took 2 months to get there and lost it all in one night. This is why we do not hold overnight positions. This is what could happen. If we're getting a dead cat bounce, it looks like a science stock, probably is a pharmaceutical, probably going to scratch that. This one also down $10. Court, I mean, that's a terrible look right there, but doesn't look like pretty much bounce. CNGT, we know why this thing is down. I mean, this thing was probably a good short squeeze from 2 all the way to 10. That's probably why it's down. Remember, whenever we find the big percentage gainers, really, really big, they always show up in the big losers. IDTX was a fun stock. Everybody remember this one right here when this stock ran from like 9 to 70? Yeah, we blew it up. That was a fun stock. Was that in September? That was a fun short squeeze. I tell you, we have them there all the time. They always show up. New York Stock Exchange, we got going on here. SGN, not really going anywhere. I saw this stock too. I'm not really seeing any orders anywhere, even if I bring over here on NASDAQ. SGN, like I said, not many orders out there at all, okay? Even though we trade 4.3 million shares, there's not really a lot of iceberg orders out there. We're looking pretty good on Boyle. I don't know if you guys heard, but there's a big snowstorm coming here in the Northeast. That might have something to do with it. I got a nice swing trade on Boyle, so that will hopefully we gotta break past this 30. Once we get past this 30, we could look like move up to 40. But long term, you could see how the stock is. Obviously, it's been, it's creeping up little by little. It's doing pretty well. Okay, we fill in this gap fill right here, but gotta get past that. That one looks pretty good. All right, but really not that much out there. And it's expected coming back from New Year's. Now, anything I'm missing that I did not call out? We'll go check back at Mara really quick. I know you just brought that up, Grant, on the Mara trade. It's the second biggest volume leader. Mara here. I mean, it's got great orders. I'm getting some big, decent buyers out there. But you know what? By seeing coin going down and this going up, I don't feel comfortable too much for us to kind of jump in them. All right, but a couple of big announcements really quick before we go. Remember, today is Tuesday. We have Traders Talk. We'll broadcast live on social media, so you could always you just make sure you subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and make sure you ring that bell. If you're on our YouTube and Facebook, we'll also broadcast live. But we're going to have Traders Talk, and that's obviously our most popular event that we do this week. You got some classes coming up this week too, phase 2, and then we got phase 3 coming up. So, but this is the best time to learn. We're going into an election year. We're going to have a lot of interest rates. They said they're going to be reducing them. So let's go out there and play around. Let's see what's happening. But other than that, just be very careful with some of the brand name stocks. You can see Apple's down today. You can see what else is down. SoFi is the one we've been trading. Tesla, not really that much is going to go on. Let's not get too cocky. But remember, when the market opens up, you always find something new. So if we do it, you see something, you say something. If you're new here to Cyber Trade University, I see a bunch of you new trial members are in here in the cyber group. Welcome aboard. Just look, listen, and learn. Cyber traders, you know what to do. If you see something, you say something. And if you're watching on social media, we'll see you back here at 11 o'clock or on the top left-hand corner. Just take your phone, scan that QR code, and you can join our room all day long. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe. And it's good to see you all back. Let's have a great 2024.